for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from Cleveland. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Set.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the completion. This game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Aguilar in motion left. Now Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 11 yards for number 11. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they'll get this down to the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Watson going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The tight end Henry here in motion. Throwing Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Off the play fake, Jones. He's got his man, Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Seven, our score after 1. Coming up on 2nd and 7. And they run with Harris off the option. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Aguilar in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Harris. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. The tight end, Henry, here in motion. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and trying to keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
An option handoff given to Harris. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The tight end Henry here in motion. 2nd and 5 now. Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive in making plays.
Now a give, running left is Harris, powering forward. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now.
And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now a play fake here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. The tight end Henry here in motion. Jones now throwing on first down. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Watson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go up the middle with Chubb.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
They'll indeed lead start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Aguilar in motion left. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. A final shot before break. Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They go play action here on first down. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run with Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Damian Harris, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Now they send a man in motion right. They're going to run it with Harris. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Here's Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. Here we go on fourth. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Here's Jones on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
gun. It's a give to Chubb.
He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Set. Alert.
On 2nd and 7, Watson
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper from 13 yards out.
And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Off play action. Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris.
Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The tight end Henry here in motion.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Patriots. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To the air yet again, Watson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Alert!
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, complete. That's Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. To throw, Watson. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Watson to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this is secured by the Patriots. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. They
hand this off to Harris.
We're down to the 41.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
97 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a first down carry for Harris. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Now a give, running left is Harris. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement.